Unions are planning to intensify the strike at South African Airways. SAA's catering subsidiary Air Chefs has given the airline a secondary notice. Wage talks between the airline and striking unions collapsed last night.
Unions say workers at Comair will also join the secondary strike. They're also in talks with workers at Airports Company South Africa. Metal Workers Union NUMSA and the South African Cabin Crew Association say wage talks deadlocked after SAA revoked a 6.5% wage increase at the last minute. The two sides met until the early hours of this morning following the intervention by the Public Enterprises Department. SAA management is currently meeting union leaders to try and resolve the impasse. For more on the story, we crossed our reporter Mbalenhle Mtetwa, who's standing by for us in Kempton Park. A very good afternoon to you, Mbalenhle. We see some workers and union members behind you. What exactly is happening?
Good afternoon, Nzinga. It is day 6 of the strike. Workers continue to picket outside SAA's headquarters as well as march across to SAA Technical. They have literally come across from SAA's headquarters to SAA Technical to deliver a message, and this is what they have been doing, delivering messages and giving workers updates as to what's happening inside. We understand that SAA management met with unions last night with the hopes that they would resolve the impasse. We understand that after the media briefing that was held by SAA yesterday, SAA management was rather confident that they would be able to resolve the issue and bring an end to this very strike. Unfortunately, unions have chosen to intensify the strike and go ahead with their plans of a secondary strike after a 6.5% wage increase was taken off the table at the 11th hour. Now, this is what the unions have been alleging since this morning, and they have said that they are taking off, they are not going to agree to the 6.5% wage increase. However, they are going back to their initial wage demand of 8%. We understand that unions and management are still in talks right now, and we do expect to have unions come back and give workers an update, and we could be here until probably 10 this evening because we don't know what's happening and if the both parties are actually able to find each other. We understand that SAA's catering subsidiary Air Chefs will also be joining the strike, a secondary strike. They're also in talks with Comair, which is a competing airline. They've also said that they are going to be in talks with workers at AXA. Now, if workers at AXA join in on the strike, this could essentially mean that there will be no flights going into OR Tambo or even leaving OR Tambo. This is obviously going to ensure that this strike is really felt across the board, and essentially the economy could actually grind to a halt. We understand that, the airport is a very big driver of the tourism sector, so we could see tourists not coming into the country. I mean, I've been reading about stories about disruptions as of Friday, and there was one lady who said she would never return to South Africa. So this is definitely going to have quite an impact on the tourism sector. However, we've also heard allegations about how acting SAA board chair is trying to get SAA acting CEO Zukisa Ramasia to be fired and to have Thandeka Mgodus, who is SAA's board chairperson, acting board chairperson, replace Zukisa Mgodus when she gets fired or removed from the position of CEO. Now, these are allegations that we're definitely going to need to talk to SAA spokesperson about just to find out what's happening. But these are some of the things that we're hearing on the ground, that we're hearing as updates come from inside the meetings. But we are standing by here literally all day and probably well into the night to try and get the latest and find out if this strike will end soon. For now, though, it's back to you in studio.
Mbalenhle Mtetwa giving us a comprehensive update of what's taking place at SAA at the moment. We'd like to apologize to our viewers for the poor sound quality in the beginning of that. Seems like the sound was on strike, but it came back at the end. Let's stay